Good morning. Welcome to build day 30, and I know it's build day 30 because I checked before I came out. It is also October 9th. That gives us 14 days left to get this haunt up and fully functional. I think we're going to make it. I think. We've effectively got everything on the driveway done. And we got some stuff on the grass already done. So we're ahead of the game, so to speak. Standing over here in the Gypsy. I've got 2 jobs to do this morning before I get started on the attack spider. One, I need to get a light on that stove. And I think I am just going to hang another one of these small floods up here and point it down at it. That'll get me what I need to do. The other one I'm heading over to do right now, and that's here in the corn. And the brain box needs its volume turned down. And I got the brain box right there. I just got to get in there and turn it down. My luck, I'm going to end up dropping it. So we are going to set you guys looking at the scarecrow. You will get me blocking you here for a bit. I'm going to try to do this over the fence. I don't want to have to take the fence out. There we go. Got that turned down. And get the fence up straight. There we go. And I got a Kaylee dog in my feet. I'm going this way. She thinks I'm going that way, but I'm going this way. Anyway, so I got one job done. Got the volume turned down. But next job is that one there. And it shouldn't take too long. Get my ladder out, mount a light up there, and then I can aim it tonight. Takes all about 2 seconds to do that. Main job though is going to be over here in spider country. Swan hung that for me last night because I need to know where to aim my spotlights and stuff. She's still got some cobwebbing to do. She's going to hang another section here on this part of the wall too, and she's going to cobweb the fuck out of that wall. But I need to get this thing taken care of. Need to get the brain box hooked up and get it, the timing and everything set up right. In order to do that, I am going to need to run a couple of low voltage lines. One over here for this spider and one over for the jumping spider to power the switches on them. The switches are all low voltage. So I've got to do that first, and I think I'm going to go through here and get the brain boxes done first on both this one and the jumper, and then I'll come back through and get my lighting in. Maybe. I don't know. Hopefully I last. Breakfast of the day. Deep dish pepperoni pizza with lots of black olives, lots of cheese. There's breakfast of the day, quick and easy. And pizza is kind of what I am hungry for today. So with that being said, it's time to get to work. Alright, so Ann just called dinner. I figure I better give you a segment. It's about 5:30. We're eating early tonight. I've spent all day working in the spider. We've got the attack spider, which was already set up, but he's hooked up to his board and is firing. We got the hay in. We got lights in, which still need to be aimed. Got the fences in on the jumper. He's the same way. You know, he's all hooked up and firing and everything. Lights. And then over here we got lights again that need to be aimed. But other than that, spider area, for my part, is done. Now Sue Ann can get in here and start working her magic. Now I'm going to go in and get some dinner and relax a little bit, and then after dinner we'll get out here with the cell phone, get all the lights and stuff aimed, and then we'll get you some footage on the cell phone. Next display to do is going to be the witch. And that more than likely, it's probably going to take a while too. There's a lot of lights in the witch that need to be done. So, but we'll probably get started on the witch today, get a little bit done in there, and then finish it tomorrow. So anyway, I'm going to go get dinner. Okay, take 2. I just filmed the whole thing. I was going to give you a walk through the spider and some of the stuff that we've done with the set dresser over there, and the thing shut off on me. I got to looking, it timed out. I forgot to hit record. So we're going to reshoot it. Swan says she can remember everything she said in the order she said it in, so we're going to start all over from the beginning and just do it like it's no. But anyway, we did find some problems with the spider that I'll have to address tomorrow. But I wanted to get over here into the Gypsy and show you that. I added a red flood so that will show up a lot better. And then getting over here, yeah, he's kind of halfway blinded because of the door.
Oh no, the light was twisted.
Oh.
It was sitting.
Oh, yeah, that was from me dragging cords. So but anyway. See, even at night the set dresser works. She was talking about this light here was crooked, so she was straightening it up.
Crooked again.
See, expert. That's why I have her as a set dresser. She does all this finesse stuff. Me, I'm happy with it like that. You know, it doesn't bother me.
It's upside down then.
But anyway, on into the spider. We found a couple of problems. Okay, now going around on the walls, the guy in the corner over there, these guys, as well as those guys. It's not really a problem, it's just on the camera, they're very vibrant, easy to see. To the naked eye, they're kind of washed out and yeah, you know. But I'm happy with that. Also, I gotta remember too, we have a projection that's going to be shining on that wall as well, playing, so that will lighten it up in here a little bit more. Our first problem, though, is right here. When they get down here, they've got to go over toward the jumper, which is going up on the grass. There's a curb right here, and you can't see it. So I'm afraid people are going to trip with that there, especially if they're running from spiders. What?
I'm wondering if not a spot, but if you put that rope light down.
Yeah, and people will be tripping over it. I'd have to tape it down, and if I tape it down, then no one's going to see, because the Gorilla Tape's going to... But what I'm thinking is I'll add one of my Haunted Treasures floods up there to kind of highlight this area and give a little light in this hallway. And now, as you can see, the jumper's working just fine, too. Yes, and it's blowing air. Now I do a fake out. I let it go down, I pause it, and then it jumps back up. But see here again, you got the bodies there, and there, and there.
That one's showing up pretty good, actually.
Yeah. But here, come on over here and take a look at this. Over on this side.
Yeah.
You know, see how bright it is on camera versus real life?
Orange shows up really good on camera.
Yeah.
Or else the dull white doesn't.
Yeah. So we got that, and then into here. Now I'm using orange for all the stagnant stuff or static stuff. The key pieces, like the bouncer, who is a static prop, the jumper, and the attack spider over in the other room all have red floods on them. Okay, so we already know I need to add a flood light of some sort over by the curb, and Swan's thinking to here. There's actually a curtain that hangs right here, but it is dark, so we need some sort of lighting in this area on both sides. Both. You know, Sue Ann's sitting here flashing the can. Whoa, Sue. Thank God we can't see anything, huh? Here, guys, I'm going to turn off the camera. I'll be right back. No.
Yeah, right.
But I've been kind of working over here in the witch and stuff. I haven't gotten very far on it at all. I'm going to sneak right past you over here.
Good, I'm going to the house. I'll be right. Oh, I won't be right back, but finish your video. I gotta go.
Literally.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've been working on the Three Sisters. I had to go hunting the correct board for them. I had the wrong board in here. So I had fun going through checking all the displays I hadn't done yet to find the witch's board. And I finally found it. So, but anyway, there's your nighttime walkthrough for everything. And I'm going to turn off T3, T2, leave T1 going. And then we'll turn off that one, turn off this one, and I can turn him off. And we'll leave the courtyard on. Turning things off. I'm going to go back over to the witch. I want to get the control board in for the witch. Last year we had problems with the witch. The board not triggering the witch. And I want to see if I can recreate the problem and get it fixed. If not, I'll have to rely on the onboard sensor with that. And if I'm going to do that, I have to put a specialty light in to light up the sensor. So going to go play with the Three Sisters for a little bit and then go from there, because I know I've got a lot of lighting. Katie's trying to tell you in her own special way, it's the end of the day wrap up. She wants me in the house. It's a little bit after 8. Spent just over an hour messing over in the witch, working on the Three Sisters. Plug them in, hit the try me button, Three Sisters work. Go to do the Scooby-Boo board and have a problem. I spent most of my time trying to diagnose a problem with that board. Not exactly sure what's wrong with it. It works. It's if I don't have the IR, the infrared sensor, attached to it, it works as intended. You know, you plug the prop into it, program it, and then there's a button that you can push to fire the board. Fire the board, prop fires, no problem. Works as intended. Hook the unplug it, hook the sensor up to it, plug it back in, and when you first put power to the board automatically fires. It's kind of like running a test pattern. Problem is, it doesn't stop firing. It'll automatically fire. Sorry, you had a distraction. I forgot, I lost my train of thought. But anyway, when I get the sensor hooked up onto it, it just keeps refiring over and over and over and over again. When the sensor is hooked up to it, unless someone trips that sensor, it's supposed to fire when it's tripped and then not fire at all until it's tripped again. And it's not doing that. It's just repeatedly firing over and over and over and over again. I went through and checked the sensors. In fact, I tried several different sensors, and it's doing it no matter what. So I'm thinking it's probably, there's 2 chips on the board. I'm thinking it might be one of the chips causing the problem, or it could be something wrong with the board. I don't know. It is one of my older boards. Now I've got 14 or 15 of these boards that I use throughout the hunt. I think I have one extra, and I need an IR sensor or something for it. It's not even in a container. You know, I'm missing some parts to it. I use them for other projects. But out of all the boards, I have two that are causing me problems. The one in the witch isn't really overly much a problem. I like to have the Three Sisters fire when someone trips the sensor, is all. Other than that, if I leave it plugged in, you know, she'll just sit there and keep firing. You know, the prop will just keep going on and on and on. You know, and it's just a dialogue, you know, so, you know, no real big deal, but still, it gets a little annoying listening to her over and over and over and over again. The other one's the Scarecrow. And that one is kind of doing the same thing, but I am thinking a couple years back at West Coast, I was using it to trip a bubble machine or a fogger or something like that. And Scuba walked me through how to program it to fire, you know, every so often. And I don't think we ever put it back to regular. Anyway, Scuba, I sent him a message tonight asking about tech support. He's busy with family stuff, you know, no problem. I told him I'm in no big rush. You know, it's not like I need it tomorrow morning or something. You know, so we're going to get together via chat and take a look at what the problem is and stuff here in the next day or two when he's got free time. I'm in no rush, so I can live with the Three Sisters going off the way they are. You know, so I'm not overly worried about it. Other than that, we didn't spend. I did get over in the Scarecrow and adjust the volume on the board so it's not so loud. Also got the light put in for the stove, which I showed you. And then we spent the rest of the day mucking around in Spider. And a lot of it was getting two boards hooked up in that display. The Attack Spider has its own board. And that was simple and sweet, you know. It went right in, programmed it, worked like a dream. The one for the Jumping Spider, it wasn't the board. It was totally on me. I had some wires hooked up backwards and stuff, and it took me a while, you know, running through testing everything to figure out what it was. But once I figured it out, you know, it was a power line backwards. It went real quick, real sweet too. Just plug and play, you know. And that's the way these boards are supposed to be. They're supposed to be plug and play. And out of the 14, 15 boards, 12 of them are like that. They're all, you know, all plug and play. Plug them into power, hook up the prop, program them, boom, they're going. So, but, you know, after we got the boards going, I went through and did lighting. And lighting took a while. There are quite a few lights in the Spider display. And even still, we found two trouble areas. And they were in hallways between sets. You know, I've got the Attack Spider is one set. The Jumping Spider is another set. The Bouncer is another set. And a couple of hallways. The one coming out of the Attack Spider, heading toward the Jumper, is a tripping hazard, so it needs a light. So I'm going to have to add probably 2 floods to that to get it to work right, which is no problem. Just a matter of mounting the lights and hooking them up to power, and there's power right there. So should go right in. I can do that first thing in the morning. Tomorrow we'll be focusing on Witch. Now I've got the Three Sisters running. It's purely all lighting in there, and there's a lot of lights between between candles. We got a crap ton of LED candles in there. And then I'm going to have some spots and floods. You know, it's going to take a while to figure out who's getting what. But once they're in, hey, they're in. And then I can start wiring, and wiring will take even longer. I know with the spider display, I ran one power line out, or mini trunk line from the power box out into the spider, and then I think I branched off that one line 4 different times, 5 different times, you know, to get all the lights covered, instead of trying to do one continuous wire, which eats up a lot of wire, which is going to be the same way. You know, I'll have some stuff. I'll have one for the ground, one for one prop, one for another prop, one for the tree, because I got stuff up in the tree. But we should get the witch lit up tomorrow. That's going to be our all-day project tomorrow. But anyway, with that, I am calling it quits. We will see you tomorrow. Kaylee is sitting here staring at me. She wants to go in the house. Huh? Stay spooky. Stay toxic.